Thank you, Trevor. That was such an enlightening and really wonderfully synthetic wrap-up to the day. It really incorporated a lot of the ideas that we've covered since 11 this morning, thinking about technology and policy and artistic representation and the seen and the unseen. It was really a fantastic wrap-up. Unfortunately, another event is coming in very shortly, and so we're not going to have time for the Q&A part of this session, but I think Trevor will be sticking around for a little bit. If you want to engage him in conversation, I'm sure he'd be happy to answer your questions or engage in further discussion. I want to thank you all for coming and thank the speakers especially for sharing their time today and in preparation and in travels and coming. This theme is very important for CITRIS and the Data and Democracy Initiative, the idea of bringing together technology, artistic expression, and personal representation and the human side of technology is really important for us to explore. If we think about CITRIS being the Center for IT Research in the interest of society, we feel a great responsibility and pleasure in really exploring that side, not just the technology development, but how it really affects people in the world. And so I'm very glad that you were able to participate with us in that exploration today. I especially want to recognize my colleague Chris Fallon, who was really instrumental in pulling the whole day together. He's been in touch with all of the speakers and all of the co-sponsors, and he's done a wonderful job. I also want to recognize and appreciate the leadership of Ken Goldberg, who's the faculty director of the Data and Democracy Initiative and is really doing inspiring work across these various issues as well. Thanks, Ken. There are a number of people, as you can imagine, who are responsible and participated in bringing the day to a successful conclusion. These include Brandy Noneke, who's our postdoc at the Data and Democracy Initiative, who's done a wonderful job, including doing all the graphic design for the programs and for the posters. So we've appreciated working with her. With Lori Mariano and Nisha Zapp for the events coordination, Khosrav Tahirian, as always, everything goes very smoothly with the AV support, Andrew Godbehir and Chris Getz for providing further support. And I want to conclude by thanking our co-sponsors who have been very generous in making sure that we can bring everyone here together and have a great and meaningful dialogue about these issues. Access and their conference RightsCon was really a great partner. The Program on Liberation Technology at Stanford, the Human Rights Center, and the Samuelson Clinic for Law, Technology, and Public Policy at the Law School, the Townsend Center for the Humanities, the Berkeley Center for New Media, and the UC Berkeley School of Information. So the Berkeley Center for New Media is having an event right after this, so please stay if you have more time to explore further issues in this area. Thanks again for coming, and stay tuned for our next event.
And I want to put a bit of plug of thanks for Camille Crittenden for working with us.